Nothing on earth could ever take your place. Your might humbles every heart. The highest of heavens bow, for nothing on earth could ever take your place. And now we see your sacrifice, the greatest gift, our greatest prize. Behold the Lamb of God. Behold the Lamb of God, who takes away the sins of the world. This year, I thought it might be appropriate to revisit Wondrous Encounters, Scriptures for Lent by Richard Rohr. It was the first book we used when we began our Lenten reflections several years ago. Today's reading is called Decision Precedes Depth. Richard Rohr writes, I once wrote a book on non-dual thinking. This is the way the saints and mystics think, not either or, but both and. It is the inner hardware which makes them able to forgive, overlook offenses, show mercy to all, care for the poor, and even love their enemies. Most of us know we should do these things, but frankly, we do not know how. As I began to teach on this subject, many rightly pointed out that the Bible seems to have a lot of dualistic thinking in it too. We will see this today in both Moses and Jesus, who set before us clear and urgent choices. We have only one life, and great teachers know that we must discover our true destiny, which we call saving our soul. At some point in life, this calls for some clear choices, blessing or curse. In Moses' language, true self and false self in Jesus' language. Only people who choose dualistically for the big picture, the life adventure, the journey with God, eventually proceed to non-dual thinking or mercy. Sounds like a paradox, doesn't it? You need both to go the full distance. Clear choice and decision gets you started, aims you on the right course, and then, if you stay on it, that very path will open you to subtlety, nuance, shadow, contradictions, inconsistencies, brokenness, and variance in almost everything. One soon realizes that what Jesus said is indeed true. Nothing is entirely good except God alone. The choice for this all-good God allows us, ironically, to deal victoriously with non-goodness. So first, we must place our bet, set our trajectory, make a choice, surrender to the great love. This is the initial dualistic call and clarification that we hear in all the Jewish prophets and in Jesus. God or mammon, sheep or goats, the narrow great gate, the sharp and painful sword of discernment and choice. But just be ready for the trials and confusion that this clear choice will lead you into. Yes, the field closed down, but it also opened up. The main difference is now the issues are real. Today, let's ask ourselves, can we make those dualistic choices to set ourselves on the right path? And can we open our hearts to see more expansively as we travel along the way? We will not Oh,